Hello viewers, warm greetings to you all. I am Manpong Konyak from Hamongung channel, and today we are here to ask or interview about our past headhunting culture of our community. Is Mr. Tunyai, the Deputy Ang of Chingnyu. Thank you so much for your time. Since you are young and born and brought up in modern era, and since you are the Deputy Ang of Chingnyu, you might have or you must be more familiar with the headhunting practice. So Hamongung channel opted you for an interview today. There are different cultures around the world, but the headhunting culture of our community is very unique and found practice only in Ireland. So we are here with some few questions. At the very outset, could you please enlighten me about the headhunting culture?
Okay. Headhunting culture is only a history by now.
Okay.
It was practiced by all the Konyak community, and however, with the arrival of Christianity, the headhunting culture was stopped.
So if it wasn't Christianity, this culture would have been continued even today. Okay, now, personally, what is your opinion or how do you view about this culture?
My generation in general view this culture as most weird and rarest culture in human story.
In fact, it is one of the most rarest and unique culture in human history. Have you ever come across or have interaction or conversation with any of the headhunting warriors or warlords?
Of course, I used to. We used to talk with them in the morong.
Okay.
They used to narrate all the situations that they had encountered while going for headhunting.
You are so privileged to have encountered or have interaction with them.
Yes, it was.
I didn't have such opportunity. How do you or how do they view the past headhunting practice?
Although we the modern people view the culture as a weird,
Okay.
but for them it was a common phenomena. They chopped their enemy's head as a trophy. They took as a pride,
Okay.
and the more they hunt, the more they gonna respect and honor in the society in their own time.
Okay. How is the status of the skulls that is preserved in our village?
As of now, my community had strictly prohibited
Okay.
for displaying the skull. Many visitors, both domestic and foreign tourists, had to return back with much disappointment for denying them.
Oh, that sounds interesting. So a person who earn more hits earn more respect in society.
Exactly.
I have another question for you. What is your view or opinion about the skulls that is preserved in our village?
As I have told you earlier, every Konyak have this skull,
Okay.
but after the Christianity come,
Okay.
all the Konyak villages buried the skull.
Okay.
The skull which you were asking about, we are few out of many,
Okay.
which our late Kaupa,
Okay.
Chifang, he preserved it.
Okay.
As a memory of his lifetime achievement, he was not just an Ang,
Okay.
but he was a great warlord as well, and you can have a look of his image.
What do you think about the prohibition of displaying the skulls by our community?
Here we don't have a proper museum.
Okay.
At the same time, we can't display a human skull like any other object. We have the great respect for the remains We, the present generation of Chingnyu, are deeply regret and repent for the inhuman act done by our ancestors. In the recent year, people draw the image of the skull in social media. Actually, we did not intend to display in such a way. Our ancestral committed inhuman act due to their ignorance. They live their life according to the situation. When might is right was the order of the day.
So you really value the skulls?
Not exactly or directly the skull, but our history and the culture is our identity. So to preserve our culture, we need to preserve the skull. Well, you may find thousands and hundreds of skeletons set in the world-class museum, but our skull, which we preserve, is very unique, as it is the legacy of our past culture.
So here's your last question. In the past, if any government or NGOs have ever visited our village to lay down infrastructure for preserving such things?
So far not such visit.
Thank you so much for sparing your valuable time.
You're most welcome.
In fact, Kamung Hung channel is so privileged and grateful for enlightening us about the head hunting culture of our community. I hope every one of you have learned something or the other from our interview. You know, every history and culture has its pros and cons. We must not shy away to paint a true picture of our culture. The skulls that we were talking about are the only evidence of our past culture.